Welcome to another by K. Nicole, the brand video featuring the 4 brushes from the Brush Class by K. Nicole brush system. Let's get started. The hot pink brush, or the HP4 foundation brush, is what we use to stipple and buff that foundation all over the face. I can't explain this brush really, but the bristles are amazing. It just helps to melt the foundation and mesh it right into the skin. It makes you look like you don't have on makeup at all. Now it's time to highlight. We're going to go in with our cream concealer to bring out the under eyes. So a little tip, if you want a little lift under your eye, go with a lighter color. Make sure you also focus on the other areas of the face, such as the under eyes, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, as well as the chin. Another little tip, go back with your foundation brush to make sure everything is blended well. Alright guys, so we're going to use the Fenty translucent powder and the triangle wedge to set it but not forget it. First starting under the eyes and making sure that we are preventing creasing. In addition to that, we're going to go in down the nostrils of the nose and we're going to create a little cheat contour. But just because you're doing that does not mean that you can forget the other areas of the face. And that includes the forehead, the bridge of the nose, and the chin. If you place your thumb at the top of your ear and use the heel of your hand to press upward, yeah, that's your cheekbone. So now what you want to do is twirl that brush downward in a downward motion, and we want to go down those cheekbones and make sure that we are creating structure. But don't forget about the forehead, and please don't forget about the jawline. This is how we make that jaw disappear, but it all depends on your face shape. Moving on to blush and highlighter. I'm going to use the Hycon Y3 to do this. Could have used the R2 blush brush to do it, but I decided to be multi-purpose and do a 2-in-1 today. Just adding that blush to the apples of the cheek, and yeah, we're gonna blend it out a bit more and seal it into the skin with, yeah, you got it, the HP4 foundation brush. Now what I'm doing is contouring my nose using one of our brand new brushes that will be released towards the end of this year. But I'm also going to use my LP5 brush to blend that contour out. Like I told you guys, we were going to set it but not forget it. So now it's time for us to remove all of that under eye powder and make sure that we don't have any flashback. But let's make sure that we also clean up our contours. We're going to use the same wedge we used earlier and make sure that they are nice, sharp, and clean. Go ahead and put the icing on the cake with your yellow Y3 Hycon brush by adding highlighter to the high points of your face. And don't forget to mesh it flawlessly with your HP4 brush. Apply your finishing powder and dust away all of that excess, and there you have it. And why be a snack when you could be soul food? You better go ahead and add that orange lip and give the people something to see. Special shout out goes to the brushes that made this face happen today, the HP4, the Y3, the OR1, and the R2, also known as the red, the orange, the yellow, and the hot pink. And we cannot forget the honorable mention brushes. I am Kimberly Carey, CEO and founder of By K. Nicole, the brand. Thank you for tuning in to All About That Face.